Hello and welcome to behind the scenes of the University of Central Lancashire's graduation ceremonies. Where I'm stood right now, I'm just above the mezzanine level. This is where you guys are first going to arrive. You're going to get your robes, your photos and meet with all your friends and families. But I'm going to take you backstage, so let's go behind the scenes. Okay, so we're actually behind the scenes right now. So this is actually the backstage area of the Guildhall. And I want to take you through this way, through a secret little door, which takes us up onto the actual Guildhall stage. Right, so we're actually on the Guildhall stage now. So this is actually where you guys are actually going to graduate. You've got academics going to be sat down here. We've got the main table there where the senior academics will sit, and then that's the actual strip of carpet there. You're going to walk down and shake the Vice-Chancellor's hand, and then by the time you get to the end of the stage there, you're actually going to have graduated. So that's a pretty special moment for you. Now, what else we can see from out here? We can actually see all your friends and family are going to be sat around there, and you're actually going to be sat down on the floor. Now, talking numbers, so we're talking about 4,000 students who are going to graduate in a week, and that can go up to around 20,000 people passing through the doors. Okay, so that's everything we can see from up here, so let's go back down to the ground floor. Let's go and look at all the cameras and all the technology that make the live broadcast. Okay, so now we're on the ground floor. I want to talk to you about the cameras, which is part of the team that I'm in. Now, we've got 3 cameras up at the back there. We've got one up over on that side, and then we've got one down here. Now, this one down here is one that you should take note of, because this is going to capture you just as you come off stage, just as you've graduated. You've just shook the VC's hand, come down here, and this is going to see you smiling. And that's you as a graduate at that point, so give us a wave on that camera. Now, let's go down here and let's go and have a walk through. Now, there's actually 8 of us in our production team, so we've spent about 2 weeks beforehand getting ready for it. There's a lot of pre-production for it, and then we get down here and spend a full day setting up. Now, something worth mentioning is this red carpet here. Now, this is fairly new in the last couple of years, but we're actually going to have academics lining this for you at the end of the ceremony, and you're going to have a guard of honour as you come down here. So just imagine it, you've got your mum, dad, friends and family, all your other peers coming down here giving you a massive cheer. So it's a fantastic end to the ceremony. So now I've reached the end of the red carpet, let's go and have a look at what everybody else does around the graduation, because it's not just our team, there's 100 other people doing other different things on the day, all to make your day so special for you. But first off, let's go up to the top there and speak to Craig Williams, the director of the graduation ceremony.
Well, thank you, Adam, and hello. Welcome to the control room here at Preston Guildhall. My name's Craig Williams and I'm the director of the graduation ceremonies here at the University of Central Lancashire. So as Adam was explaining, all of the cameras come up to here, and this is where we mix them all together into a programme that you can watch at home or wherever you're watching. So all the cameras are connected via fibre optic cable. They come into this big rack here. We can then see them on the screen here, so we can see all 6 of the cameras. Throughout the ceremony, I can talk to all of the cameramen using the microphone there, so I'll ask them to get different shots at different times. All of that then is controlled by this vision mixer here, so I can select which camera that you see by pressing the buttons here. So during the ceremony, there's around 400 people graduating. So every time you see the picture change, that's me pressing a button here. So as you can imagine, we're quite busy during the ceremony. So this also lets us put graphics onto the screen. So when the Vice-Chancellor, for instance, is doing his speech, we can put a graphic on there with his name on. And we also have a Twitter ticker. So if you use the hashtag UCLan graduates on Twitter, we can put it on the screen there. Next to the vision mixer is the audio mixing desk, so we put the microphones on when we need to. All of that then is combined back into the rack here. We record everything onto one of these solid state drives. Each ceremony adds up to about 120 gigabytes, so that gets uploaded to YouTube later on. And of course, the output of everything goes to the streaming PC, so you can watch it on the live stream via the website. So as Adam said before, we have a team of 8 people working on the graduation. We have 4 up here during the ceremony. We've got a sound man, we've got someone doing the ticker, me pressing the buttons, and we've also got 4 cameramen down there. So that's all there is to it, really. We hope you enjoy watching it as much as we enjoy making it.
I established it almost 10 years ago, and I did so really as an opportunity for music theatre students to have a broader, wider choral experience. And it started pretty small scale, but it's grown from there, and we've become quite well renowned, not only within the university but beyond, And for example, singing at the graduation ceremonies is something we do regularly. When I audition them each year, I have to make sure that within the choir setup there's a good balance. There are 4 sections in the choir. We've got sopranos, altos, tenors and basses. And it's about creating a balance between those sections. So the number fluctuates, but I think 32 this year was about right. We've performed in all sorts of places. We've performed at the Royal Festival Hall in London, we've performed at Birmingham Symphony Hall, Bridgewater Hall in Manchester. We've also been as far as Shanghai. We went out there to one of our partner institutions in 2010 and spent a week singing there. So as well as our repertoire being varied, the venues we've sung at has been pretty varied too.
525,600 minutes, 525,000 journeys to plan.
Are you sure to change that pose so you got your the kit that we use are Nikon cameras, D300s, and we use I use a zoom lens. It's so it does the all-around job. That's for the camera. We also use I think it's Bowen's lights, two lights at the back to light up the subject, and we also use the backdrop there. If you can see it, is backdrop from Buckingham Palace. Apparently, the wallpaper from Buckingham Palace that we use. I think only Preston get that privilege of Buckingham Palace wallpaper. We have about 10 to 12 photographers dotted around the Guildhall, and staff we have the same again, about 12 staff. So in total we've got about 22, 25 staff guiding people around the building. That's a very big operation. Yeah. The perfect graduation picture is the smile and a bit of banter going on with the parents and the other siblings and that, and the partners. But the really good photographs is when you smile and relaxed. So if you're relaxed, the better the photograph. So.
The role of an organ in a graduation ceremony is quite an important one. I think it's a traditional instrument that's been used for graduation ceremonies for years. It certainly adds a lot of pomp and circumstance to the occasion. It's the right sort of instrument to have playing as the platform party arrives in the hall. And one of the most important jobs that the organist has to do is to get the timing right. So at the very start we have a fanfare of trumpets that are played by the fanfare team, and then the platform party walk in, and I have to judge the timing from them walking into the hall, reaching the stage. So it's very much ad-lib, but that's the job of the organist. I think one of the most popular organ pieces that a lot of people know is the Vidor Toccata. So that's one. It's played at weddings a lot. It's a very technically demanding piece and a good one to go out with. 2 other popular ones that I've done in recent years, I've been playing for about 4 or 5 years now for UCLan, have been Raiders of the Lost Ark, John Williams, and the Throne Room from Star Wars. So 2 pieces that the students really like to go out to as well.